Meet Victoria is presented by Thrive Fuel.
Welcome to Meet Victoria, where we'll get to know the people, businesses, and heroes that make this community special. I'm Caleb Shaw, owner of Shaw Realty and your host. Now let's go meet Victoria. Hey gang, welcome back to another Meet Victoria with Caleb Shaw. This is gonna be a fun one. We're gonna do a little bit of high flying, some gymnastics. We're at Victoria Gymagic. I'm excited for this one. Gymnastics is a really cool thing. You learn how to work your body, learn how to look cool, and you get real strong. But I've gotta hurry, don't take my word for it. Get inside Gymagic. Like I said, I gotta hurry. I'm late for the super advanced, technical, over-the-top, Champions Master Elite class. We'll see you inside. Ready to join your class. Boom, 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 boom. You guys did great. All right, gang, we are back. As you can tell, I am now sitting on the trampolines. For this interview, I figured this was probably a lot safer since I couldn't manage to stay on the other one. So we're gonna do it sitting down here just to be safe. I'm now joined by the owner of Gymagic, as well as some of our elite athletes. But before I get any further and mess up any more words as I do this, introduce yourself for me if you wouldn't mind.
My name's Ashton Linney.
Ashton Linney?
I've owned Gymagic since February of 2019.
All right, and I'm gonna scoop back around to that, but give me a little rundown real quick. Everybody's names real fast. Noah Lowry.
Georgiana Gray.
Kristen McNary.
Brooke Rosecca.
And you guys are elite athletes, correct?
Yes.
All right, so first off, I want to hear the history of this place, but then I want you to loop back around and tell me why these guys are elite over here, if you wouldn't mind. So, let's take it back to the beginning. How did you become the owner of this bad boy?
I started with the previous owner, Cindy Searden, whenever I was 5 years old. Trained for her, then worked for her, and eventually bought it from her.
So this wasn't something you just stumbled in off the streets and decided, I'm going to be a gymnastics coach today and just open up a building and here we are, huh?
Gymagic's literally been my second home for 28 years.
Gotcha. So before it was your baby, it was her baby, and you were a student up here.
Yes.
Sweet.
I was her baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm, now how far did you make it in this whole game? Did you find out that you were the athlete or more so the teacher as you got older in life?
I made it to level 10 junior elite. Then I had some knee problems and medical issues, and that led me to coaching.
Gotcha.
And I'm very grateful that I didn't just walk away completely.
Gotcha. Get to follow your passion still.
Absolutely.
So you've been doing this how long?
28 years now.
28 years of total. And then Gymagic, how long?
28 years.
No, but how long have you owned Gymagic?
Oh, since February 2019, so a little over a year.
Gotcha. Now, I know there's several gymnastics places in town. Everybody does a great job. What's something that kind of sets Gymagic apart from some of the other places?
I think it's the culture that we strive to create. We are overly positive, if anything. It's a Christian environment. Fun and safety are first and foremost, but we've also created an amazing competitive team. And like I said, that's not just me. That's the legacy that is Gymagic. That's something that I'm trying to keep going. That's been passed down to me.
Gotcha. Well, I know I went through the kids class and it was a lot harder. You know, they laugh, but the kids class, it was a lot of work. I was nice and sweaty. And I'm not. I'm glad you didn't get to see that. I'm sure you will when the episode airs. And it was as humorous as you probably think it is. But I was blown away by, one, the group camaraderie that the kids had. They all kind of seemed to bond together. And then when I watch your older athletes, it's the same thing, and I know right now that a lot of, especially younger people and athletes, they don't realize what it takes to hit that next level. They don't understand that, that it's late nights and early mornings and discipline and diet and all of these things and training that go with it to just make it in a sport. But not only, you know, what I'm getting out of your elites here is just making it is not enough. Like, they don't want to just make it. They want to be elites. They want to set the bar. Now, what lessons have you guys been there since 3 years old? What lessons have you gained from this, you know, as far as that you can apply it to life? You know, because this is important. This is a big deal. You spend your hours up here, you train, you do all this. But then you walk out of there and real life starts when you leave here. What lessons have you guys been able to take from this training that you can apply to your real lives?
I'd say a lot of discipline and a lot of overall life skills. Like all the traveling we do helps take care of ourselves. We get a little bit independent, and it's just helps well around us.
What is some of the traveling you guys get to do? What's the furthest places you've been?
Tokyo. Yeah.
Tokyo, okay. And I'm guessing that wasn't for just I don't know what y'all's contests are called, but a normal contest. What are we going to Tokyo for?
For the world age group competitions.
Outstanding. World, you said. So
Yes.
you're competing on the world stage from Victoria, Texas, to go compete against people from all over the world?
Yes.
If you could hit a magic button, what's the end goal? What are you guys trying to accomplish?
Paris 2024.
Paris 2024? What events?
Trampoline.
Trampoline, same?
Yes.
Do you guys do that? Do you all do the same events, or do you compete in different events?
We are all in the same events, but we have different age groups, so it just depends who competes against who.
What would you guys say if one of your friends, say, because what grade are you in?
I'm going to be a junior.
Going to be a junior. So what if one of your friends in the junior class wanted to come out here, but she didn't start this when she was 3, and she don't want to come jump on a trampoline next to you because you're going to be doing all these, you know, high-flying somersaults, and she's going to be flying like me into the ball pit or whatever that thing was called. And so what would you give, what advice would you give to somebody that's around your age that didn't start when they were 3, but they're really, they watch and see what you guys are doing, and they're captivated by it, they think it looks cool? What would you say to them?
I would say, like, it just takes time and effort in the gym. Like, to be able to get to that point, they just need to be dedicated.
How do you find your comfort in here? When you're up and you're hitting those moves, what brings you that peace when, because it takes courage, you know, to do that flip or to invert yourself or outvert, I don't even know what you guys call it, but you're all over the place. Where do you find that confidence? Is it in your training? Is it in the mindset of I'm not going to fail? Or is it a combination of both? Or what is it?
I just really try and focus, and like if there's good music playing, like I focus on the music and like the outcome that I want from the turn.
You kind of will it into creation then, huh? What about you all? What would you say is?
Well, another thing that Ashton's really good is she says that we need to be comfortable being uncomfortable. So I just started coming here now and full time. And so I've been uncomfortable with doing some of the drills that we've done, but I've done them anyway, and I feel like it helps with the bigger skills because you get comfortable doing maybe a smaller thing, and then you're like, oh, okay, I can do that just a little bit more added in the bigger skills.
What can we do to support you guys to make sure that the community knows that what you guys are doing? How can we follow your adventures and make sure that we're there to support you?
We do all sorts of fundraisers.
So look for you in the community doing those?
Yes, look forward to Gymagic
Good.
doing
Okay.
those.
All right. I'll ask you as the coach, what can we do as a community to support you all and to back you and to make sure that you feel the love of the community when you guys go to compete on these stages and stuff? What can we do to support you?
Well, like they said, this is not a cheap sport, especially at this level. A lot of your traveling is out of state or out of the country. We have maybe 2 or 3 in-state meets, so there is a lot of expense. So fundraisers are greatly helped. We do share a lot of the results on social media. Send them a nice message. Me and Coach Nikki here, if there's something nice, we'll come out on our phones and we'll read it to the kids. We'll show it to them. It's nice for them to hear encouragement from somebody other than their coach. They hear it from me all the time, and I'm grateful that they listen to me. Thank God, but I'm sure they get tired of hearing me sometimes. It'd be nice to hear from complete strangers.
Got it.
You know, that they appreciate their hard work, that they see how much effort they're putting into it.
Got it. And then just to clarify one more time, you can be 3 years old and get up here, or you could be 42 years old and come up here.
We start as soon as they walk.
Good, and then you will cater to our ability level, whether you're an old, creaky guy like me or a young heck of an athlete.
40 on your knees, yep.
Good. Well, that's what I need. And but all joking aside, thank you again. Like, I think it's really cool what you guys have done up here, and it's not a joke. I mean, everybody just says, oh, you're bouncing around on trampolines. Again, I encourage you to come up here and try out these turbo trampolines, and you will see that these kids, it's a lot more than just jumping on a trampoline and flipping around and flopping around. I mean, there is a lot of athletic ability that goes on here. There's a lot of hard work. There's a lot of dedication. And there's a lot of training, and it's just hard. It looks real cool, but they work real hard to make it look real cool. So we thank you so much for tuning in. Again, this is Victoria Gymagic. Elite athletes, they're doing it. They're shooting for 2024. Paris 2024. Come and support them. Come and back them. Make sure they feel loved. And follow us on social media, YouTube, Instagram, the Facebook, all that good stuff. Follow, like, comment, whatever you got to do, do it. And tune in to the next episode. Kayla Shaw, Meet Victoria.